You see, it's a very little graffiti. It's even very hard to recognize what it is on. It was found in the military place of the praetorial soldiers. The praetorial soldiers were the guard, the private guard of the Roman emperor. And we are around the 3rd century, beginning of the 4th century AD, so in a very difficult period of Christians. And this is a cross, and on the cross a donkey. And down below is written, here you see Anaxamenos praying to his God. So now we need to understand what does it mean. There is a little boy or girl, a praetorial soldier, praying to a donkey at the cross. What does it mean? Well, being crucified is the worst and damn thing a Roman can do. Look, Paul wasn't being crucified because he was a Roman citizen. So it was even forbidden to crucify Roman citizens. So such a shame it was considered to being crucified. So now there's somebody praying to a God at a cross. It's impossible to understand for a Roman that who is dying in such a way can be venerated as a god. Because the gods in Rome, you know, they took the green one like Jupiter, white other, but they were powerful gods, throwing flashlights, thunder. So I'm a little bit like this, but to make understand what it means. So it was, what is the revolution of the Christian thinking, that a man dying at a cross is coming back in resurrection in a different type of world. Every body of you is important now, because your name is written in the hand of God. And so one by one you're important. But obviously the friend or not friend of this guy did not understand anything about this. How can you be so stupid to pray to somebody at the cross? That's why a donkey, and that's why the cross. It's a little graffiti. You even cannot see it if you not put your nose on. So I walk in, I put the finger on, and then we make like a circle walk out from it. I don't know if you can film it. I know you can take pictures, but no flash. And I like a little bit answer because it's going around, so people ask me every time. So look, a pig for the Romans was a sacred animal. It was a sacrifice animal. So we have to understand their sacrifice animals were bull, there were ram, and there were pig. So they never would put a pig on the cross. So if not, they will say that's a sacrifice you do. So that means they understood something.
So they put a donkey on the cross, and the man who did the graffiti was mocking the man, Alexandra was his name.
Anaxamenos.
Alexamenos.
So he was a Greek.
All right.
Was a Greek. We think it was a Greek, from the Greek region. It's a Greek name. And he was saying him, how can you be so stupid to pray to somebody dying at a cross, making a donkey to show how stupid you are.
By the way, if you've seen the Da Vinci Code, they try and say, well, the divinity of Christ didn't happen until the Council of Nicaea, which would be silly, because of course the Bible says Jesus is God, but also it's quite obvious from this graffiti Jesus is being worshipped as God.
Yes.
And there are other archaeological finds which show that well before the Council of Nicaea that Jesus was worshipped as God. Notwithstanding, of course, the Bible verses that say he's God. So don't listen to everything or don't believe everything you see in the movies, particularly the Da Vinci Code. It's nonsense.
Even the Illuminated.
Yes.
Don't believe anything Dan Brown is wearing. I'm so sorry. So even historically, I'm a historian, so we are horrified about it.
Yes.
Not only theological.